Thank God. We made it out. It looks like our ride out of here has already arrived.
General Blackthorne, sir. Do you need any medical attention?
No, I'm fine. Just get me the hell out of here.
Yes, sir. Hold on there. I'm detecting high levels of radiation coming from you. I'm gonna need to remove all your gear before boarding the vertibird. Your gear is greatly contaminated with radiation, and we don't want to risk getting the General sick. Your gear will be taken temporarily for decontamination. It's either that, or we leave you here. We'll return your gear once it's decontaminated.
You guys showed up right on time. How'd you know where to find us?
We got word that Sacktown was nuked and came as soon as we could to look for survivors. We managed to pick up your distress signal and traced it to you.
Damn fine work. Especially you, courier. You risked gullification just to save my wrinkled ass. I can't thank you enough for it. But now I need you to explain everything you know about this nuke and how Rancor is behind it. If what you have said so far is true, Rancor will have a lot of explaining to do.
That allowed for me to explain. This is where your run ends.
Rancor! Why?
I could pick from a list of reasons why. Being a nemesis to the Legion's savagery, posing a threat to the NCR's corrupt power structure, or how about the fact that you're just another power-hungry warmonger who uses his soldiers as cannon fodder? No different than Kimball. But I digress. I didn't do this to make the world a better place. You simply had what I wanted. You were nothing more than a stepping stone for me.
Is that all you care about? Your own personal gain? You're a menace!
At least I'm not the ideological type. I learned that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I think that makes me less of a menace than someone such as yourself. But enough talk. I just need you to die now. Just one last loose end to tie. This is nothing personal, Courier. You were just in the right place at the right time. Blackthorne always believed you were the solution to all of his problems. And I used that belief to destroy him. That part was easy. The real challenge was you, Courier. I'll be honest, I've underestimated you. I didn't expect you to even survive the Legion's capture and torture at the start. I expected you to die up on that cross. But instead, you came back alive and more resourceful than ever. You quickly rose to the top, restored Blackthorne's reputation, and nearly compromised my entire plan. It was no longer enough just to destroy Blackthorne. I now had to destroy you. It's almost a shame, too. You remind me a lot of myself. But this is where your run ends.
Courier 6, is that you? What are your coordinates? Copy. I'm headed there now. Hang tight.
As you've all heard correctly, Blackthorn is dead. He was killed by an atomic blast that has wiped out an entire city in California. I've confirmed this nuke to have been launched by none other than the Courier. As it turns out, the Courier has been working for Kindle this entire time to spy on and sabotage the frontier. I'll give it to you all straight. This is war. There will be no negotiating peace. Blood will be spilt. Kimball fired the first shot with an atomic bomb of all things. His reign of terror must come to an end today.
The ship's running smoothly. Everything appears to be fully operational, setting course for Shady Sands.
Not just yet. There's still one last loose end to tie up here in the frontier. It'll also be a good opportunity to test what this airship is really capable of.
Rancor is now headed for the NCR capital as we speak. If we don't do something now, it'll be too late. We just need to get onto the Liberator and expose Rancor. You've done a lot of good for the NCR in the frontier. I'm sure many will take your word over Rancor's. We just need to get on that airship and let them know the truth. We're not the only two taking on this mission. I've brought what allies you need.
I'll do what I can to help. I guess I still owe you for not just putting me down back on the space station. I just hope you can trust me to have your back.
My head is still spinning from whatever they did to me in that vault. But I'm in control again. Rancor set us up. He led us right into that trap in Vault 9. I bet he's the one behind every sabotage we've experienced in the frontier. I can't wait to get revenge on that bastard.
Are you ready? We have little time to waste. We'll try landing on it and hope they don't shoot at us on sight. If they do fire upon us, we'll take out their turrets. We'll avoid killing any troopers if possible, but Rancor needs to be stopped by any means necessary. Rancor's first recon buddies caught me before I could make it back to Camp Phoenix. They threw me in the prison, but I managed to escape while freeing a few other prisoners. I even managed to get your gear back. I then hijacked this vertibird and shortly afterwards picked up your radio signal. I'm right behind you.
There's a transport vertibird requesting permission to land on our airship. They claim to be first recon with urgent news.
Shoot it down.
Are you sure?
Blow it out of the damn sky.
Opening fire on vertibird!
just here to stop Rancor. He is the one responsible for launching the nuke at Sacktown and killing Blacklord. Rancor has been operating under orders from members of the NCR Congress. He's been deceiving us all.
We've seen the security footage of you and the courier leaving the nuclear facility shortly after the nuke launched from there. The atomic explosion could be seen in the distance as you two stood there and watched. I take it that you were admiring your handiwork. Pretty damning evidence, if you ask me. What evidence do you have to back up your claims? Nothing? I thought so. That's irrelevant. It made no difference to me. You can't fucking prove any of that. You wanted to avoid destroying the Liberator so it could be seized afterwards. Perhaps you wanted to make a statement. Maybe you just couldn't pass up the opportunity to launch a nuke. You still can't prove I was ever at the nuclear facility in the first place. You and AJ are probably in cahoots with one another. Maybe there's a love interest between you two. Sure, go ahead. Whoever else wants to be executed along with these traitors, be my guest.
The courier is not the one betraying us. It's Rancor. He's been setting us up. I'll stand by the courier all the way to the end.
The courier pulled me back from the edge when he could have just killed me. I can trust him with my life.
I got the courier's back on this one.
The courier has shown he can be trusted. I owe him my life.
I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm siding with the courier.
The courier's got my support.
The courier is a decent man. Only seems right I take my place by his side.
So you've managed to gain a few loyalists. It makes no difference. They'll die along with you.
Courier! Rancor still has his first recon goons backing him, along with androids and any other technologies gathered from Archimedes II. Even with our allies, this is still going to be a tough fight. Utilize everything you got. This is where we make our final push to stop Rancor.
I got a few tank busters to make use of. How do you want to use them? Got it. Here you go.
I can hack into the turrets laid out in the ship. What would you like me to do to them? Roger.
I'm no good in a fight, but I can hand you these supplies. Make good use of them.
What is this place? I can't see anything, but I can see everything. What is happening?
What was that about? Rancor is likely on the top deck, but he's got the place locked down. We need to find a way to get these doors open.
I can see it all now. It's all starting to make sense. That name sounds familiar, but I can't remember. I can't remember who I was, but I remember you, courier. I don't know why, but I know you must succeed in what you were doing. Do what you must to make things right.
What's happening with everything?
The ship's been hacked! Navigation, weapon systems, defenses! I've lost control of it all!
You've got to be fucking kidding me!
Rancor, surrender now! It's over!
We still have the Archimedes II death ray, correct?
Yes, it's still online. I have the Seafinder right here.
Fire it on our position.
Say what now?
Fire on the Liberator. Blast a hole through the hull of the ship. Do it now!
Have you lost lost your mind? That'll kill us all!
Rancor, stop! This is not how this has to end!
Fuck you! Fuck the NCR! Fuck the Legion! Fuck the whole goddamn world! If I'm going down, I'm taking everyone down with me!
Fuck, he's lost it! Find some cover! But we might still catch him if we're quick. The Liberator is going down! There's nothing we can do to save it. We need to get off of it as soon as possible. Come on! We need to head for the flight deck! believe it. All has been lost. My friends, all dead. My dignity, stripped from me. And now everything I had bought and sacrificed for is gone. Just like that. I've lost everything! Rancor will never get away with this. I'll make sure of it, even if it kills me. What are we waiting for? Let's kill this bastard already!
Any sudden movements and we'll blow you out of the sky! Identify yourself!
So here we are, Courier. Just you and me now, or all that's left. This isn't how I imagined it to play out, but things don't always go according to plan. This story starts way back when the Legion first conquered my tribe in Arizona. The Legion were savages who didn't hesitate to slaughter anyone who didn't submit to them. I was only 16 at the time, but I understood exactly what they wanted out of me. When they ordered me to kill my parents, I didn't hesitate. I was never loyal to the Legion, but I did what I had to rise above. I quickly rose up the chain of command and in short time made the rank of Frumentarius. They gave me the name Dolus. I was then ordered by Kaiser to infiltrate the NCR in California back before they had even expanded into the Mojave. It didn't take long for me to unravel the corruption within the NCR. NCR politics is largely dominated by oligarchies, all fighting one another for power. I easily took advantage of it by making myself into an asset for some of their members by digging up dirt on their political rivals. In exchange, they made me a part of their inner workings. Eventually, I was tasked with spying on General Blackthorne, who from the beginning was suspected of potentially mounting a rebellion against Kimball's NCR. In fact, the oligarchies pushed for it. They made sure Blackthorne's troops would always receive the short end of the stick in hopes it would push Blackthorne over the edge. An open rebellion against President Kimball would weaken him politically and allow the oligarchies to maintain their grasp over the NCR. After Blackthorne had exiled himself to the frontier, I had no trouble gaining his trust from the time I spent fighting alongside him during the Brotherhood Wars. He even trusted me enough to make me his top reconnaissance agent and second in command. I was now effectively a triple agent, and none were the wiser. The discovery of the Liberator beneath Phoenix Airport raised the stakes on everything. I saw the opportunity to finally rise above it all. I just had to pull the right strings at the right time. The plan now was to weaken Blackthorne's reputation enough for me to take his place and to take the Liberator for myself. This is when you came into play, Courier. Your arrival to the frontier opened up the opportunity for me to use you to ruin Blackthorne. Once I had confirmed you were the legendary Courier 6 that Blackthorne so idealized, I quickly made the arrangements to ensure you would end up on that bridge where the Legion would already be waiting to ambush and capture you. When Blackthorne sent his army to rescue you, I informed the Legion when and where they would come to maximize casualties. I even pulled some strings and managed to get the Legion a fully operational tank. But most importantly, I put the odds against Wolfpack surviving the attack every step of the way, including supplying the Legion with the very tank busters used to down Wolfpack's vertibird. With Wolfpack eliminated and half of Blackthorn's army wasted over a crippled legend, a mutiny had begun to spark up against Blackthorn. At this point, everything was going according to plan, until you happened to foil all of it. Had to come up with a new plan. Tried drugging and brainwashing you to kill Blackthorn, but that failed. Finally, I came up with the scheme of launching a nuke at Blackthorn and framing you for it. However, even when it seemed I'd finally achieved my goal, you always managed to come back and fuck everything up. I think the plan now will be to just kill you and ensure you never again come back from the dead. I'd say it was a good run. I have no regrets. This is a fucked world we live in, and there's no changing that. You won't get far in this world by questioning your choices. It's always do or die. I chose to embrace the world as it is and rise above it all. Whatever happened along the way, that's just how it is. So no, I have no remorse for how the world is, always has been, and always will be. And what? You think people like Blackthorn are better because they brought about death and destruction for ideological reasons? Blackthorn, along with most of his followers, died for nothing. They accomplished nothing. Nothing has changed. Just take a look around. This is how everything always ends. So be it. You'll always have to deal with people like me who will take advantage of your ideological fight and use it against you. I certainly will not be the last. Moral duty? Is that what this is all about? You think you're fighting for something righteous? Then I guess it's already too late for me. An epic card game to the death it is.
It's done. Rancor's dead. And you have the Seafinder. There's nothing more for us to do here. I'm fine! I've just had enough of it all. Let's not spend more time here than we need to. I've already radioed for someone to pick us up and take us back to Portland. They'll be here shortly. It's up to you. I trust you'll know what to do with it. I've just got word that Arizona is in flames. Nothing but smoke and ash for miles with little sign of any Legion remnants. I'm guessing you wiped them out. Good riddance, too. The Legion there were a plague that deserved to be eradicated. One less problem the wasteland has to deal with. I've just gotten word of a bright light wiping out most of California. Courier, you didn't. What have you done? You've killed them! You've destroyed everything! You killed them all! I've just gotten word of a bright light wiping out most of California. Courier, you didn't. What have you done? You've killed them! You've destroyed everything! You killed them all! I've been hearing reports from all over of people seeing a large explosion in the sky and debris raining down everywhere. I'm guessing you blew up Archimedes too. I suppose that was the right thing to do. A weapon that powerful shouldn't be in anyone's hands. I guess you've decided to reserve the use of Archimedes II. At the very least, just make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands again. I guess you've decided to reserve the use of Archimedes II. At the very least, just make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands again. Did you throw the Euclid Sea Finder out of the vertibird while we were flying back? Hopefully, nobody ever finds it again. Especially some wastelander who thinks it's a toy and then vaporizes everything. I've been hearing reports from all over of people seeing a large explosion in the sky and debris raining down everywhere. I'm guessing you blew up Archimedes too. I suppose that was the right thing to do. A weapon that powerful shouldn't be in anyone's hands. A number of people made it to the escape pods. Some of them are still in one piece and currently here at the radio station. Unfortunately, many didn't make it. When everyone at the airport packed everything into the Liberator and flew off, they left the airport unguarded. So now, scavs have overrun the place. This is the last secured base left in the frontier. But I doubt that will last for long. I don't know. It's none of my concern anymore. I won't be sticking around here for long. There's nothing here for me anymore. This place has taken everything from me. I just need to get away from here. Find a new place. Start a new beginning. I don't know. Wherever the wind takes me. As long as it's away from here. That's all that matters. I guess you're right. Things will work out better if we stick together. Together, we are stronger. It gives us reason to keep going, no matter how hard things get. In the end, that's what matters most. To have something to fight for.